Greetings all. Welcome to our English class. I hope most of you would have got well acquainted with all the grammatical concepts which have been taught to you all. I would like to suggest you to be well versed at those topics first to continue with the journey of writing skills. You all would have definitely heard that reading is to writing as the soul is to the body. So keep yourself enriched with the reading new books, be it a storybook, encyclopedia, adventurous book, or any sort of book which is of your interest. There are several fields which you can explore around. It is a prime source of improving our writing skills. So, today we are going to begin with the new writing skill, that is notice writing. Let's get started. Let's see what are the topics going to be covered in this video lecture. First of all, you will all learn what a notice is. Then comes the purpose of writing the notice. Purpose means the reason. What is the reason we need to write the notice? As you have written so many different formal letters, informal letters, and you would also have heard about article writing, message writing, and diary entry. But why do we need to write a notice? That you will learn here in this video lecture. Then comes the parts of a notice. Before going to write the complete notice, you must know the different parts. How each and every part of a notice writing play an important role. What are the different types of notices? It will include the lost and found notices, events and celebration notices, and many more other types of notices. Then comes the format of a notice, which plays an important role in writing the notice. As first of all, you must make a box to write the notice. At the top, the name of the organization, which should be followed up by the heading of writing the notices. You will all learn all these steps and parts of writing the notice in this video lecture. Then comes marking scheme. Marking scheme means you will come to know how many marks does each and every part of a notice hold. Then comes a quick recap, which will include all the different steps which we have mentioned above. I hope you would like this video and have a lots and lots of learnings from this video. Do watch it till the end. Let us see what a notice is. A notice is a short piece of formal writing, and you all know that the difference between formal and informal writing has already been taught to you in writing the informal letter. It is meant to be displayed on a notice board to convey some important information or message. You would have seen several notices being displayed on notice boards in your school. It must be signed by the person who writes or issues it. That's very important task, not to forget ever to sign the notice before issuing or circulating it. A notice is primarily written to announce some event and occasion. What are the events and occasions? Like competitions and celebrations of different festivals. You participate in writing competitions, recitation competitions, and Rakhi making competitions. Convey some information to inform the whole school or the organization about the event. Extend an invitation, that means to invite others or the other participants and the audience for some kind of celebration. Make an appeal, that means to request others. I hope you are getting all these points clearly understood. What does a notice include? It includes several important points. Let's see one by one. Begin with the name of the organization at the top. You have to write the name of the organization at the top. The word notice should be written under the name of organization, and do remember that all the spellings of the word notice should be written in capital. Heading should be brief. It should not be more than 5 or 6 words. How would you find the heading out? You have to read the question well, then make a heading apt and appropriate which is suitable to the question, and it should not contain more than 5 or 6 words. Put date on the top left. It should always be on the top left hand side, not in the center or in the right hand side. Write the message, the purpose, venue, time, agenda, etc. in the body of the notice. Everything should be mentioned clearly so the reader or the listener should be clear with the instructions of the message. Don't exceed the limit of 80 to 100 words. It is a limitation for writing the notice, as the number of words should be limited according to the instructions. Put the signatures, name, designation of the person issuing the notice, because the name of the person and signatures indicate that who has written the notice. Revise before writing the fair notice, which is very important. We should not be in a hurry to write the notice and directly issuing it. We should always have a look before issuing the fair notice. Use present or future tense according to the need, because your notice would depict some kind of information which should always be written in the present or future tense. It should be ensured that the language is grammatically correct. There should not be any error which makes the reader or the listener misinterpret your writing. There are different kinds of notices. Number 1, lost. Imagine you have lost something which is very valuable to you. It could be the article like your bag, we call it a school bag, your pen or your cycle. So what would you do? You have to give the whole detail of color, brand and style too, which will help the others to find the article out, date, time and place. You also need to mention the date, time and place, that means when and where it was lost. Whom to contact, when and where. You need to inform the particular person when you find that your article has been lost. You need to contact and tell that very particular person that you have lost your article on so and so date and so place, which will help the others to find out the article. There's a second kind of notice writing based on the article you have found. In the previous slide, we have done the article you have lost. Here we are going to do about the article that we have found. Then the date, time and place, which will help the others to know about the date, time and place when it was lost and when it is found. Whom to contact when and where is also very important to understand and mention there in the notice writing. Third kind of notice writing is events and celebrations. As I have already told you that events and celebrations are very important part of the notice writing. Participants, they should also know that what is going to happen there in the events and celebrations. We should also mention about the participants, those who can participate in the event. Date, time and venue. We should mention about the date, on which date the event is going to happen, time, at what time it is going to or be organized, and venue, the place where it is going to be conducted. Name of the event is very important, because without the name of the event and competition, the participants won't know what is to be done in the competition. Whom to contact? They must know if they have any query, any kind of suggestion, that whom they can go and contact for getting the further information. Last date, which is also very important, that the last date to submit the form is so and so. So we should always mention the last day of submission of the forms or giving their consent to the respective concerned teachers or the respective coordinators. So let's see the format of a notice writing. First of all, you all need to make a box and then write the name of the organization at the top. It should be followed up by the notice, and the word notice should be written in the capital letters. In the left hand side of the notice, you have to write the date of that very day when you are writing the notice. It should be followed up by the heading or the subject. That means the heading of the notice. After leaving a line, you have to start writing the content of the notice. And do remember that the heading of the notice should be very short and precise. It should not be containing more than 4 to 5 words. In the content of the notice, it should be containing all the required and relevant information to be delivered to the readers according to the question. Then, at the end, the name of the person with his or her signature, which ends with the designation of the issuing authority. I hope the format of a notice is clear to all of you. What is a marking scheme of writing the notice? Let's see how to start writing the notice. First of all, you are all requested to make a box. After making the box, have to write the name of the organization. It should be always written at the top. Then comes the notice, and it should be written in the capital letters. Then comes the date, and date should be written in the expanded form without comma. It carries half mark. Then comes heading or the title. The heading or the title should be very short and precise. It carries half marks. Then, after writing the name of the organization, notice, date and heading, we have to start with the body of writing the notice. What is called the content of notice writing. It should contain the venue, time and place, and also the aim of writing the notice. It carries 3.5 marks. Then, after completing the body of writing the notice, you have to write the name of that person who is writing the notice. It should be followed up by the signature. Name in running handwriting, and name should be written in the capital or block letters within the brackets. You can also write the name without bracket, but should be followed up by the designation, and it carries half marks. I hope the marking scheme is clear to everyone, because before going to begin with writing the notice, you must know that how many marks does each and every step hold. I hope you will be able to write a complete, well-defined notice. Lastly, there are few points to remember. Number 1, the entire content of a notice is placed in a box. So don't forget to make a box before writing the notice. Number 2, relevant information is given clearly, which means you need to read the question thoroughly to gather the relevant information to be delivered. Number 3, the word limit should be according to the question asked. Kindly stick to the instructions given in the question pertaining to word limit. And number 4, adhere to the tense, present or future tense, which is very important. You have to use only one tense from the beginning to the end. So I hope this video lecture will help you and clear your all the doubts related to notice writing. And children, in the next video, we will be discussing all the different types of notices mentioned in this lesson. Stay happy and healthy. Thank you very much.